Recap. Renegade Immortal, Chapter 215, Chapter Beal. The Sea of Devils was shrouded in an endless veil of darkness, where the moon dared not shine. Only the faintest threads of moonlight pierced the thick fog, scattering like silver sparks. Yet for those attuned to the currents of Qi, even these fragile beams were enough to guide a cultivator through peril. Yunfei emerged from the shadowed cave, her steps swift and precise as she made her way toward the mountain gate that guarded Qilin City. As she passed through the threshold, she froze, her eyes catching a figure emerging from the mist. The figure wore black robes and a golden cape, the fabric wrapping their form as if concealing some secret power. The black-robed figure's gaze swept over Yunfei, silent, unreadable. Then, without a word, they turned and glided toward the open wilderness beyond the city walls. Yunfei's heart skipped, but determination clenched her teeth. She followed without hesitation. No guards barred their passage. The city gates seemed to recognize the weight of this journey and yielded. From a distant vantage, Wang Lin watched through the second devil. A sneer curled across his lips as his form dissolved into a ghostly shadow, drifting silently behind them. Through the second devil, he saw clearly. The figure in black had only reached the mid-stage of core formation. With a thought, Wang Lin could have annihilated their soul. Yet tonight, Yunfei's strange determination stirred a curiosity in him. Who had she dared seek to break the chains he had set upon her? Their path led eastward for 3,000 miles, to a mountain draped in black mist. There, the black-robed disciple knelt with one knee, hands forming the sacred lotus, and bowed low. "Ancestor, disciple has brought the person," he intoned. From the mountain's mist, a voice thundered like rolling storm clouds. "You may return." The fog tore apart, revealing a small pavilion perched atop the peak. The black-robed disciple rose, departing without a backward glance. From 1,000 miles away, Wang Lin's gaze never faltered. He summoned Shu Liguo, his second devil, issuing silent orders. The creature chuckled and streaked toward the black-robed figure, a shadow of lethal intent. Outside the black mist, Yunfei's nerves quivered. Every step tonight had been outside her control. For days, she had sought countless cultivators to lift Wang Lin's restriction, each attempt ending in failure. She had been ready to abandon hope until fate intervened. A middle city guard whispered of a solution, at a price. Hesitant, she had weighed the risk, knowing that even a mid-stage core formation cultivator as her guide did not guarantee success against the unimaginable power of Wang Lin. That morning, the Jade appeared, recording the full effect of the restriction, and Yunfei's resolve hardened. If she failed, there was no turning back. And so she had arrived at this mountain, heart pounding beneath her robes. She raised her gaze to the mist-veiled pavilion, whispering, "Can Senior truly break the restriction upon me?" The mountain replied in a voice that carried the weight of storms, "Come up and speak." The black fog twisted and writhed, forming a dragon-shaped path that coiled from the peak down to where Yunfei stood. Swallowing her fear, she ascended. At the pavilion's apex, a middle-aged man awaited, his robe flowing and presence radiating noble authority. His eyes sparkled upon seeing her. "This is indeed an ancient restriction," he mused quietly. "I can lift it, but you must reveal who placed it upon you." Yunfei faltered, whispering, "I cannot disclose that, Senior. Could I offer a batch of pills in exchange?" The man's gaze was steady, unmoved. "Without truth, the restriction remains. Few in the Sea of Devils can undo this. Consider your choice." Finally, she resolved, her voice trembling but determined. "Please, Senior, break the restriction first. If you succeed, I will tell you." The man's laughter was light yet resonant. A smooth, purple stone appeared in his hand, soon aglow with prismatic light. A red ray shot forth that, striking Yunfei's forehead. Shivers coursed through her as the light fractured into countless threads, threading through her body. His expression darkened as he scrutinized her, until a faint, ancient symbol emerged between her brows. Joy flashed in his eyes. "Indeed, an ancient restriction," he murmured. He drew a drop of blood, letting it touch the stone. Black and white light surged toward the symbol. Yet, a shadow emerged from Yunfei's hair, a beast's head that swallowed the light, drawing her soul into its gaping maw. In an instant, the seal claimed her essence. Fate had sealed her the moment she ascended the dragon-shaped path. Her only path was death. The beast expanded, enveloping Yunfei's body, pill furnace, and golden core. The middle-aged man's shock was brief. He quickly regained composure, encircling the creature in the fog-formed dragon path. From his bag of holding, he produced a small drum. Striking it, the mist trembled, transforming into black armored soldiers armed with mystical weapons, surging against the beast. The second devil, though a captive of Wang Lin, demonstrated unmatched agility. Swallowing Yun Fei's core, it multiplied. 1 into 10, 10 into 100, filling the pavilion with a cacophony of screeches. Wings beat in unison, conjuring a tornado that ripped through the fog, scattering the pursuing soldiers and clearing the path. The man's intrigue sharpened as he struck the drum 4 times, conjuring monstrous beasts at the mountain's edge. "No spirit beast that catches my eye has ever escaped me," he warned. 3 breaths' time, obey or perish. The second devil roared, soul attacks like lightning slicing through defenses, reaching the man in moments. He barely repelled the assault, using a black wooden talisman, fear flashing across his face. Yet, even as he struggled, excitement sparked within him. A soul attack, even with a master, I will claim it. A cold voice echoed across the distance. The horizon churned as a white-haired man in black robes appeared, moving faster than sight could follow. Wang Lin had arrived. Items from the tornado, the bag of holding and pill furnace, floated to him, secured. He assessed the middle-aged man, peak late-stage core formation, a step from nascent soul. Yet, for Wang Lin, no threat. "I am the master of this beast," Wang Lin declared, eyes cold, red lightning igniting as his G-realm manifested. "You wish to steal it? Try, and die." Chu Siping, cautious and calculating, attempted to parley, weaving fog and spitting blood to counter the G-realm's force, but Wang Lin's might shattered all defenses. With precision and cruelty, he forced Chu Siping into retreat, forcing an uneasy confession about seeking nascent soul cultivators' power. Wang Lin's patience waned, his red gaze burning like hellfire. He demanded clarity, 3 sentences to impress or perish. Chu Siping, clever yet cornered, explained, "Core formation to nascent soul was vast, pills insufficient, but the essence of nascent souls themselves could bridge the gap." His breath caught as Wang Lin's eyes glowed, sealing his fate. The night sky over the sea of devils trembled. The winds howled like dragons, and amidst it all, the tale of courage, cunning, and the unyielding power of masters unfolded. A story carved into the annals of the immortal world. The winds howled like restless spirits across the jagged peaks of the Sea of Devils, carrying with them the faint stench of decay and the promise of hidden dangers. In the shadow of these mountains, Wang Lin's gaze remained inscrutable. Yet beneath that calm surface, a spark of curiosity flickered. He had heard whispers of Guishi, an affliction that ensnared a cultivator's nascent soul, trapping it in a liminal prison, while the body slumbered as if in death's gentle embrace. It was a perilous state, and one few survived untouched. Only those with indomitable will or extraordinary power could intervene, and even then, success demanded strength beyond measure. Otherwise, the demon would slowly consume the soul, leaving only a hollow corpse behind. Guishi was rare, so rare that Wang Lin had never encountered a case in all his years of cultivation. And yet, here stood Chu Siping, explaining the nuances as if recounting tales of old. His words fell on Wang Lin's serene countenance like rain on stone, unyielding and unreadable. When Chu Siping finished, he searched Wang Lin's expression for a hint, any sign of reaction, but Wang Lin's face betrayed nothing, still calm as a moonlit lake. After a moment, Wang Lin's eyes dimmed from red to a thoughtful glint. "How do you know where Guishi cultivators dwell?" he asked, voice low and deliberate, the words slicing the wind like a silent blade. Relief washed over Chu Siping, for a single question meant the previous bargain, 3 sentences only, was nullified. He knew all too well that had he failed to impress, Wang Lin would not hesitate to strike him down. And indeed, despite both being late-stage core formation cultivators, the disparity between them was staggering. Chu Siping understood that Wang Lin's strength stemmed from treasures unknown, the reason his own attacks could not even graze the other's defenses. "Fellow cultivator," Chu Siping began, his tone carefully measured, "this is a tale long and winding. Perhaps we should sit, and I may tell it properly." Wang Lin inclined his head slightly, granting silent consent. With that, Chu Siping rose, black mist coiling beneath his feet as he ascended to the mountain pavilion, carrying Wang Lin's attention with him. But Wang Lin moved with the quiet grace of flowing water, following, arriving at the pavilion as if in tandem. A wave of his sleeve stirred the wind, brushing dust from the stone chair before him. He seated himself calm and deliberate, his presence a subtle warning. Any attempt at trickery would be met with immediate observation. Chu Siping's calm mask faltered for only an instant, a flicker of shock crossing his pupils. He understood. Wang Lin's silence was not indifference, it was vigilance, a signal that he was now fully seen. Anything involving the formation of a nascent soul would command Wang Lin's undivided focus. Forming the nascent soul was not merely a goal, it was destiny. Once complete, Wang Lin's thoughts turned dark and vengeful. He envisioned the skies of Zhao dyed in red, rivers of blood flowing over the land, and the Teng family obliterated utterly, their sins paid for in full. Every conspirator, every hidden supporter, every trace of Teng Huayan's cruelty would be eradicated. No mercy would remain. The vengeance would be absolute. Chu Siping, attempting to divert attention, produced a bottle of jade green wine, pouring 2 cups with practiced elegance. "From the canyon fruit of the northern sea of devils," he said, lips curving in a confident smile. "1 sip, and its essence lingers a lifetime. Try it, fellow cultivator." Wang Lin observed the cup in silence, the jade green liquid glinting in the sunlight like captured spirit energy. He did not respond, giving Chu Siping a moment to weigh his words carefully. "Were it anyone else, I would not reveal this," Chu Siping confessed, voice softening. "But you are different, both late-stage core formation, both dreaming of nascent soul. Among those trapped in Gishi, one is my master." The revelation hung in the air. Wang Lin's eyes flicked from cup to cup before returning his gaze to Chu Siping. "Killing your master? I've done far worse," he said, his voice unshaken. Chu Siping chuckled, a bitter sound. "He had no good intent when he accepted me. My senior martial brother and he, both in Guishi for 30 years. Demons nearly consumed them. Now each nascent soul within reach, a treasure, a step toward our own breakthroughs." Wang Lin's brow furrowed faintly, questioning the connection to ancient restrictions. Chu Siping explained, his hands conjuring jade pieces engraved with protective sigils. Wang Lin's divine sense scanned each, confirming their authenticity. "Guarding a location," he murmured, eyes narrowing. "And the cultivator's strength?" "Master, early nascent soul, senior martial brother, newly formed," Chu Siping replied promptly. "If the cave is opened, your prize awaits." Wang Lin considered, then finally said, "I'll decide in days, not moments." The next days were consumed by preparation. Wang Lin retreated to his cave in Qilin City, retrieving treasures from his bag. Yunfei's bag of holding, a mysterious pill furnace. Among scattered jade pieces, he uncovered alchemical recipes, each more intricate than the last, each a testament to a master's genius. One white jade contained an ancient restriction. With his divine sight, Wang Lin traced invisible patterns, connecting points into interlocking triangles. When laid upon the jade, it illuminated, transfiguring to black, revealing secrets once hidden. Wang Lin's mind sharpened. Alchemy, he realized, was not mere consumption of ingredients, it was mastery over essence itself. He turned his attention to the pill furnace, fascinated that it could not be contained in any bag, then began refining a small white flag. Shu Liguo, ever watchful, aided silently, his loyalty heightened by competition and the desire to remain supreme in his master's esteem. Together they monitored Chu Siping, who traveled through fog and mountains, his path twisting and cunning, unaware of the silent observer in his wake. 2 days passed. Wang Lin's white flag, once simple, now bore hundreds of black dots, clusters of 9, intricate as the lattice of fate itself. Each restriction placed with meticulous care, forming a tapestry of power, defense, and ensnarement. Wang Lin's hand moved with the certainty of a seasoned strategist, layering restrictions with precision, his mind ever alert to Chu Siping's actions. Finally, Chu Siping entered a hidden cave, surrounded by ancient bamboo tomes, illuminated by protective light. Hours of study and careful examination led him to pieces of jade, and he meditated deeply, unlocking a secret conclave. There, 3 figures awaited, 2 youthful, 1 ancient, fury and sadness etched upon their features. Chu Siping's laughter, laced with madness and desire, echoed softly, promising resurrection at any cost. 2 nights later, Wang Lin placed the final restriction on the flag. It shivered, the black dots blooming, golden sigils spiraling up its pole. Ancient energy whispered. And above Qilin City, red clouds swelled among the stars, gas raining down, sizzling as it touched the thick veil of clouds over the Sea of Devils. A figure emerged from a mountain of skulls, death clinging to him, peering at the red omen. Another, clad in blue, rose from the basin below, manipulating water with fluid grace, luring hidden monsters with divine display. Elsewhere, in a quiet city, a white-haired elder displayed a beast bone, boasting to a foundation-building cultivator. The young cultivator, enraged and humiliated, left, intent on evening scores. Yet above, the storms of destiny churned, red clouds gathering, restrictions activated, and the world poised on the edge of chaos and revelation. The game of nascent souls, Gishi, and the mastery of ancient restrictions had only begun.